Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2016 America's Winter Championship from the massively upgraded BlizzCon Casting Corner. I'm your host, VexcheHS, and we're tuning into the final match of Puffin vs. Zen Styles Best of 5 to see who advances to the Grand Finals. So, let's get started. So, Puffin's going to be bringing an Oil Robe to take on Zen Styles Tempo Mage. And most say this matchup's about 50-50, but with a hand like that from Zen Style, Puffin's going to have a really hard time trying to keep board control and put on pressure. So for Zen Style, I would coin Mono Worm would be a very strong play, but it looks like he's just going to do one. So for Puffin, he's going to do the classic turn 2 weapon up from Rogue, which puts Zen Style in a really good position to put on a lot of pressure. If you Mono Worm and then use the coin into, say, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, that would be a lot of pressure on the board. But it looks like Zen Style's going to just play the Sorcerer's Apprentice for the discounted coin. No, it looks like he's just going to go face. So this turn, Puffin really has to put something on the board and deal with what's going to happen. Eviscerate is good to take care of that Mono Worm, and it also activates the combo of the SS7. So that was pretty good for Puffin. Now, Zen Style has a few options. He can play the Mono Worm, which he will, into, I guess, the Arcane Blast, and now I would coin and ping. Oh, but it looks like he's gonna live dangerously and Arcane Missiles, which, luckily for him, worked out. For Puffin this turn, it's pretty awkward. So you could Tinker's Oil without the combo to get rid of the Mono Worm, or you could Eviscerate without the combo and hit it with your dagger and then re-dagger. Both are kind of awkward because it kind of feels bad to Tinker without a combo, but you really don't want that Mono Worm to get out of control. So it's looking like Puffin should... And Puffin's thinking ahead to the next turn. I mean, he's got Azure Drake, which will draw him cards and help cycle. So yeah, he's going to Tinker Sharp Soul Oil. Now it looks like Zen Style doesn't really have much to do except for to play his mirror entities and I guess his mirror images. People have always wondered why the mirror images, when you're playing with Medivh, still look like Jaina. Technically not a mirror image, unless, Medivh is something we're not, he's not telling about us. Okay, so he had the choice, Puffin had the choice between copying the Azure Drake or the Sludge Belcher. He chose Sludge Belcher, which is probably correct because Azure Drake is really spooky with, I guess, Mage with spell power. Easy Fireball from Zen Style. And Puffin's now got, let's see, he's only got 1 minion to play, and he has a weapon that can trade into the Sludge Belcher, so that's pretty good. And I think that's probably the play you want to do here. Zen Style has Antonidas, but not really much to do with it. You don't want to coin out Antonidas because you want to save the coin because it turns into a Fireball. So instead, let's see what comes out of the RNG machine. And it's, oh wow, it's Kel'Thuzad. That's gonna be interesting. A board of ever-regenerating mirror images might be pretty annoying. But luckily, Puffin has board clear, he can get through them. Definitely wants to clear it this turn though, or he's gonna play the only minion that he has. I guess from Puffin's perspective, not a lot of pressure on the board, so he's not too worried about what's coming out of that box, what's coming out of the portal. So this turn, I think you play Kel'Thuzad. I mean, I guess you don't want to play Antonidas, you can't really do anything with it. The other choices, okay, so Zen Style is going to Azure Drake to cycle, and then he's going to ping the other Azure Drake. Not sure that was, I mean, I feel like at this point you ping face, right? Because Puffin's going to want to clear the Azure Drake somehow. But this turn, actually, I think Puffin draws a sprint. So I think you do play sprint and hope to deal with the Azure Drake in a different way. I mean, you could just deadly poison and then trade, or you could, get a prep into your eviscerate to clear the Azure Drake behind the mirror images. And let's see what he draws. He draws 2 backstabs, which is pretty good. But he's gonna choose to deadly poison. And then trade in the Azure Drake. See, I would have actually traded in the Lotheb into the Azure Drake. It forces Zenstyle to possibly use his ping and use 2 mana to get rid of Lotheb, and just gives you more things on the board. So Zenstyle draws a Flamewaker and a Piloted Shutter, and I think he chooses to play Kel'Thuzad. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, Kel'Thuzad against an empty board is really not really anything, and Puffin can easily clear it with his weapon and his Lotheb. And instead he actually saps it, so now it costs 3 mana more than it should have. And basically I think Kel'Thuzad's unplayable at this point. So this is difficult for Zenstyle. Okay, he's gonna go with the Antonidas coin into counterspell play and gets his fireballs. It's looking pretty good for Puffin, because counterspell doesn't actually hurt him that much. He's got a lot of things he can test it with. He's got a Violet Teacher on the board, which still procs even if it gets counterspelled. But he definitely wants to clear the Antonidas, and he has the ability to, so let's see how he plans his turn. Played the Blood Mage Thalanos to test for Mirror Entity, and then... Yep, so now he kind of knows what it is. Backstab into another backstab. And I believe each one of those creates a 1/1. Yeah, even the one that got counterspelled. So I would trade in with Lotheb and then go face with everything else. But it looks like Puffin's choosing to Blade Flurry here. Which, I mean, I guess that makes sense if you have the second Blade Flurry, and just to get more 1/1s. So, and definitely to put Zenstyle into a very precarious place. Well, it looks like it looks like he's going all in on this. Zenstyle doesn't actually have an answer. I mean, he has a Flamewaker and he has a lot of spells. So this could work, but I think all of the pings have to hit the 1/1s for Zenstyle to stabilize. Let's see, so far so good. And more Jaina's. But it looks like when all else fails, you emote. Puffin's going to appears to look like he's going to Dr. Boo. Yep, Dr. 7. And he's reaching for the prep. That's interesting. I guess you prep Blade Flurry to get the most value out of 1/1s, but it really means that he's going all in. Well, he's got Zenstyle down to 5, so I feel like this is probably the correct play. And against that board, I don't know if Zenstyle can come back from this. I don't think Fireball's not going to save him. Ethereal Conjurer might? I mean, I don't know what kind of spell you're looking for. Don't think those are the spells. Yeah, Cone of Cold's not going to do it. And against the Boombots, it's going to be Treacherous. Yep, and it looks like Puffin's going to take this. I mean, nothing can stop him, but I think Puffin's going to stop him. I think he's going to take it. He's got lethal on the board, and he's maximizing his BM. But it looks to be that Puffin is the finalist who advances on to the next round. That's it. Thanks for watching my video, and once again, my name is VexcheHS, and if you enjoyed that, I look forward to seeing you at BlizzCon.